For the record, I would like to say I totally wouldn't mind having the reputation of somebody who could devour somebody's soul. I would run with that as far. So this is a story song. It's a story song. I lived in New Orleans for a few years, and in New Orleans they have a tradition called the second line, which is a parade. It marches through the streets. Sometimes just different crews have different parades. Usually on a Sunday, they go through certain parts of town, and these can be very raucous affairs. Some of the bands are incredible. Some of the bands you see in the parade, the brass bands are world class, of course, being New Orleans. But frequently what's happening on the side of the parade route is just as fascinating, or as interesting. It's very much sort of an anarchist kind of laissez-faire business mentality that happens. There's guys like actually set up pickup trucks and they just make a bar out of it. And they're sitting there serving, Seagrams and 7 or vodka tonics right out of the back of the pickup truck. They're walking around with ice chests with beers and very much right under the nose of the police who never do anything about that kind of thing, of course. And so this story is about a parade I saw that went down into the lower Ninth Ward and followed along down there. And some of it, everything in here is basically true. There was a woman, she was probably 60 years old, she was the queen of one of the crews. And she had on a t-shirt that said, "Free booty." So this song is about that second line. Across the bridge, second line, we're on our way to the lower nine. Where's that man selling shots of whiskey? That behavior is mighty risky. Oh, and also, this parade took place the week that Nelson Mandela died. So that's part of the song. It's called "Free Mandela." Sorry about that. We're thumping hard, we're pumping heavy. We turn around before the levee. You wanna know what it's all about? Answer wrong and you get called out. Come on. A freedom fighter has left the rank, but it ain't over, that's the thing. Free Mandela, party on. Free Mandela, while we all just go get stoned. Free Mandela, can you hear us blow our horn? Free Mandela, the road, hard and worn. Lift your head to the sky. You turn around and you wonder why that you don't all come crashing down and make a mess out of this town. Come on. We'll stagger home, we'll crawl right back. We'll drink our liquor from a paper sack. The booty's free, but it ain't easy. I like my living just a little bit sleazy. Come on. A freedom fighter has left the rank, Come on, come on. Thank you.
All right.
Next up, Stephanie Johnson. Hi, Stephanie.
Okay.
Tangled in the web, one appropriate topic for today.
Wait, do you want me to move that?
An appropriate topic for today. I've been coming to the Austin Book Writers Roulette now for almost a year. A year has gone by pretty fast. There are some very fabulous people, some very talented people. I am very honored to be among all of them. As I said, I've been coming here for almost a year now through Teresa, and last year's performance of the Vagina Monologues did I actually learn about the Book Writers Roulette. And I will be in this next year's performance as well. It's going to be in February 2017. It's the same place as last year, February 17th, 18th, and 19th.
The Dougherty Arts Center.
Gallery off person. Okay. So, and there are tickets online, so I'll be getting that information out to you as well. Have you ever watched a spider actually work? Have you watched them build their web? Sometimes their little tiny minds are working faster than a computer does today. Blueprints, diagrams, how long the strands are, how big the web is. They are actually working very hard. Of course, they're working very hard to catch something. Well, I've been caught by the Austin Book Writers Roulette.
I guess that makes me the spider.
In mid 2016, a lot of things have happened to me from that point on. Got lots of stories like many of you. I've written about my divorce issues that I've been dealing with for nearly 20 years. One of the reasons why I don't really have much prepared today is I recently have had to prepare something for that as well. I've had to write a letter to the Defense Finance Agency because I'm still paying child support. My daughter turned 18 last January. She graduated in May. So, took another letter. And I do sometimes get long-winded. I love writing. So, I wrote a 15-page letter to DFAS. And I'm waiting. Again, I love writing, and I'm also getting into public speaking as well more and more, kind of tying in with my background. As I came in this evening, Birdman asked me, "How's your book going?" And I looked at him and said, "Well, I'm having to set it aside." Birdman says, "Don't worry about it. It all happens to all of us."
Mm-hmm.
I can assure you that my juices are still there. I am anxious to get back into writing. I am wanting to write about my experience coming out of the VA. It's going to be fascinating. I'm going to have lots of other stories to tell in 2017. At this time of year, I want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year. And we'll see you back here in 2017.
Dave Royal.
He'll be right there. Citizens water.